Hi there, ladies. It's Valerie. It is Wednesday, July 25th. I am 32 weeks pregnant today. That is officially 8 months. I can't believe it. And obviously we have 8 weeks left. So whoever said pregnancy was 9 months long was sadly mistaken. Or maybe they meant it was 9 months and 4 weeks long. Because when you add up pregnancy, all of the weeks, 40 weeks is definitely 10 months. So anyway, enough with that. I just wanted to come on and I may have to, sorry, I'm in my car. I may have to turn my car off, but it's so hot outside still. Symptoms, backache a little bit. Again, still just kind of regular. Sleeping is, knock on wood, going a little bit better this week. Still having to get up in the night just to go to the bathroom, which is usual. But it's not like a couple of weeks ago where it was like I was waking up several times a night. So sleep is doing a little bit better. What else? I guess the main things that I wanted to come on and talk about, we had a midwife appointment yesterday and it went really well. I had mentioned that we've switched to a new practice, so you know, she came in and we talked, you know, we had a couple of questions about the vitamin K shot that they give and also the erythromycin that they use for, you know, the baby's eyes, the ointment that they put in their eyes. I have a couple of questions about that as far as, you know, erythromycin is used to prevent blindness from gonorrhea and chlamydia. Now, I do not have either of those things. The practice that I was with, and I'm thinking it's becoming more standard among all practices, is that they test you for all STD, like they do an STD panel when they first find out that you're pregnant. And I don't know, if you don't have either of those things, I would think that it would be, you know, perfectly fine to drop out. You know, and well, to not accept that, I'm sorry, to not accept the erythromycin drug. Like, I don't think that there's any need for it, but we just want to look into it. Again, I just don't like the idea of accepting everything without, you know, just because everybody else is doing it, just because this is the latest, you know, technology. And granted, I don't think that the doctors would, or that this, you know, procedure would be put in place if it was harmful. And obviously, lots and lots of, you know, people accept these and do this and it's no big deal. Again, if there's no need for it, then why do it? As far as the vitamin K, I have heard some other people on YouTube discuss using vitamin K drops as opposed to getting the shot. When we were at our pediatrician's office, they didn't seem to know anything about the drops. I feel like it's back and forth on the vitamin K drops. When I spoke with the midwife yesterday, she said that it's their effectiveness that comes into question. You know, basically they're just not as effective since they're being taken orally, as opposed to, you know, having that shot in the foot. I just don't like the idea of, you know, again, if it's not necessary, why give it? And I do understand that the vitamin K is absolutely, you know, a necessary thing, and you know, I think she said 1 in 600 or so will develop this, you know, this anti-clotting disorder maybe. Again, I want to do more research on it. It's just something that I'm now looking into. If you have any information about it, about the drops, about if you accepted it, why or why not, what did you do, please let me know. We are having a little boy. We're not planning on circumcising him. Obviously, if you are planning on circumcising, then you would need to get this if you're circumcising before 2 weeks. Which I think that it's interesting because a lot of, I mean, the majority, overwhelming majority of people who do circumcise, their OB will perform the circumcision like the day, either, like, I think it's the day after they're born. I think it's really interesting. The midwife practice that we go to doesn't believe in doing the circumcision that early. If you elect to have the circumcision done, they will wait until the baby is 2 weeks old, and they will then do it in a very gentle way, and that way it's not, you know, the baby's first or second day of birth, or, you know, of life. and you're, you know, subjecting them to that that kind of a procedure. So I think that it's really just kind of interesting the way that the midwives at our practice do that. And then they've had enough time to, again, accumulate their own vitamin K, which peaks around 7 days after birth. So, don't know if any of that made sense. There's a lot that I do want to talk about. I realize that it's already 5 minutes into the video. I don't know how. We have some consignment sales that are starting up here. We're going to those this evening. I got the, you know, first time mom pre-sale pass that we're going to use tonight. And then we have a water birth class tomorrow night at the hospital, so I'm really excited about that. The other things that are going on, I am needing to put together cloth diapers, needing to continue to complete our stash. Also our labor bag, our postpartum bag. I want to make some freezer meals in the next month, so hopefully in August I'll be able to make up some freezer meals for us for once he gets here. And then the latest thing that I have questions for you guys on, well, first of all would be cloth diapers. I think that our main cloth diapering method is going to be using pre-folds and covers, which I do need more recommendations on some covers. We do have some infant pre-folds. I'm hoping that I can learn how to use those. And but how do you protect the umbilical stump? So I have two little Joeys that have that umbilical, the drop down rise thing, so that you can you know, keep it from their umbilical stump. But how do you keep that from getting irritated with you know, using cloth diapers? The other thing is, I have this book, Baby Wise, that I had picked up at a local consignment shop back in March, and I've been, you know, we've been so consumed with thinking about the birth, and our last birth class is next week, but I haven't really done much research as far as like what's going to happen when he gets here. I have had experience with newborns, with babies, so excuse me. So I feel like as far as like their care and basics, I feel like I have a good handle on those types of things. But as far as like actual parenting, I feel like I have a lot to draw from. However, I'm just interested, have you ever, you know, is there a method that works for you? I know that this is so varied, and, you know, a lot of people probably just do whatever comes natural. Baby Wise works under the premise, at least so far, I think I'm like 50 pages in, that, you know, it's parent-directed feeding, and from what I understand, you know, it's not making it all about, you know, the baby, but it's about understanding that the baby and the mother can communicate and accept cues, not just taking the cues from the baby, if that makes sense. And I haven't gotten through it yet. I don't know what my stance is on this. I'm just kind of is what it is. But what are your thoughts on parenting methods? Obviously there's a lot out there. I also have the Dr. Sears book, you know, about attachment parenting, and again, I think that I'll end up using a mishmash of everything. But anyway, just let me know if there's something that has been really helpful for you. I'd be interested to hear about it, or if you've read Baby Wise and what your thoughts are on it. I'm looking at my list. I think that's pretty much it. We're getting the nursery together. It's really coming along. I'm really excited about that. Hopefully we'll have our canvases up that my husband's going to be painting in the next couple of weeks. So 8 weeks to go. I can't believe it. In one way it feels like there's such a long way to go, but then in another way it's like, oh, we only have 5 weeks until 37 weeks, which is considered full term. It's just kind of crazy. So anyway, we're really excited. We have a shower this weekend as well. So lots of stuff going on. Trying to wrap up, getting these last things together. Hopefully we'll get our car seat in the next couple of weeks too, and we'll be able to kind of feel set on that. So, all right, thank you ladies. I hope you'll have a good day. Bye.